Good morning students. Let us discuss the preparation, properties and uses of hydrochloric acid. So now let us see about first of all preparation. Okay. So in this here generally hydrochloric acid, it is a common salt with sulfuric acid. It is prepared by Glauber. So before this we are going to this Glauber in 1648 prepared this acid with common salt. Prepare this acid with common salt, that is what here, sodium chloride, and concentrated sulfuric acid. So generally this acid, hydrochloric acid and hydrogen chloride, was prepared by the Glauber in 1648. Okay, so now let us see first preparation. The first preparation is this one only, that is NaCl plus H2SO4. Heating at 420 degrees Kelvin, it is forming sodium hydrogen sulfate and HCl. So this is one of the preparation. And coming to next preparation, if you take NaHSO4, which is a reversible reaction also we can say, and NaCl. So this one and this one, if you are reacting at 823 Kelvin, okay, so what happens? You will be getting sodium sulfate and HCl. So this is nothing but here preparation of hydrogen chloride. So generally HCl can be dried by passing through concentrated H2SO4. Whenever you pass concentrated H2SO4, automatically HCl will be dried. So here, if you take 3 parts of HCl, as I have told in nitric acid, 3 parts of concentrated HCl plus 1 part of concentrated HNO3. We call it as what? This is used as 1:3 ratio. That is 1:3 ratio. That is what we call aquaresia, we can say. So what is aquaresia? 3 parts concentrated HCl, 1 part concentrated HNO3. So means what? Which is useful for dissolving noble gases like Au, means gold, platinum, like that. HCl decompose salts of only weak acids like Na2CO3, NaHCO3, Na2SO3. Okay, so these are the preparations. Now let us see properties. Let us discuss about properties. So it is a colorless. Hydrochloric is a colorless and pungent, smelling gas, we can say. Okay, so it is easily liquefied, we can say, and freezes to a white crystalline solid also. It is soluble in water also, we can say. Okay, so here, and also it is soluble in water. So this is the physical properties. Coming to here, coming to chemical properties. So when you treat with HCl plus water, H2O, it will give H3O plus Cl minus. Okay, and also here the dissociation constant Ka will be very high, that is it is having Ka value nearly 10 to the power 7. So which means it indicates strong acid in water. It is a strong compound, so strong acidic nature it is going to have. So if you treat with NH3, ammonia, so when you treat with ammonia, it is going to give NH4Cl. Okay, and when you treat with gold and also 4H plus in the presence of acid, NO3 minus, nitrate and Cl minus. So when 3 parts of concentrated HCl and 1 part of HNO3 are mixed, as we have told, noble gases is mainly in the presence of noble gases I have told. So means what here, gold I am taking and also HCl I am taking, and NO3 nitric acid also I am taking. So here what will it will be forming, AuCl4 minus plus NO plus 2H2. So when gold is treating with nitric acid and this is hydrochloric acid. So means for 3 parts of hydrochloric acid and 1 part of nitric acid. When you treat with gold, so it will be forming AuCl4. AuCl4 means gold. Okay, or NS or NM we can say. And also if you take platinum, 3 moles of platinum, 16H plus 4NO3 minus plus 18Cl minus, it will give 3PT Cl6 2 minus 4NO plus 8H2O. So means what, platinum chloride also it can form. So as I have told you, hydrochloric acid decomposes salts of sodium carbonate. So how it will be decomposing? So if you take weak acids like Na2CO3 plus 2HCl, it will form 2NaCl H2O plus CO2. And also if you have been taking sodium bicarbonate, so this is sodium carbonate, this is sodium bicarbonate. So this is what? This is a sodium carbonate. When you treat with HCl, it also forms NaCl, H2O and CO2. And here if you have been taking sodium sulfate with HCl, it will give 2NaCl plus H2O plus sulfur dioxide with sodium sulfide. This is sodium sulfide with 2 moles of HCl. It will give 2NaCl plus H2S and calcium phosphate with 6 HCl. It will give calcium chloride plus phosphor hydrogen phosphate also. It will give sodium nitrite HCl. It will give 2NaCl NO2 plus H2. So if you have observed, when you are taking HCl with weak acids like sodium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate, sodium sulfate, sodium sulfide, calcium phosphate, NaNO2, sodium nitrate. So when you are taking, it is automatically forming the salts with water, and mainly it is losing gases here. Have you been observed? So these are the chemical properties which is decompositions. Under decomposition, it is forming weak acids like Na2CO3, NaHCO3, Na2SO3. Okay. So now let us see about uses. So uses means what here? It is used mainly in the manufacture of chlorine, NH4Cl and glucose from cornstarch, and also it is used for extraction. For extraction also the hydrogen chloride is used for extraction of For extracting glue, glue is nothing but gum like from bones, and also bone black also. And for purifying bone black, in medicine it can be used, and also in laboratory reagent also it is used in medicine and as a laboratory reagent also. It is used. Okay, so this is nothing but the user's preparation. So now let us see about oxyacids. Oxyacids of halogens. Let us see. So oxyacids means what here? It will be forming different types of oxyacids. So generally here, due to high electronegativities and small size, small size, oxyacids can form. Fluorine forms only one oxyacid, that is HOF, known as fluoric acid or hypofluorous we can say. The other halogens will form the different types of oxyacids which cannot be in pure state. They are stable only in aqueous solutions or in the form of their salts. Okay. So now let us see what are the hypohalous it is going to form. Coming to here, fluorine. Fluorine will form what? Here only HOF. So this one we call it as fluoric acid, or we can say hypofluorous acid with the fluorine. And also it will be forming HOCl. The structure of HOCl is like this. Okay, so this one we call it as hypochlorous acid. In chlorine it is forming different types of oxyacids, that is first one is this one. So it is having the D pi and pi bonds is 0, lone pair will be 3, lone pair of electrons will be 3 for chlorine. And here the shape is how? Shape will be linear, and similarly it will form HOBr and also HOI, hypobromous acid, hypoiodous acid. Okay, the shape will be same for all. And coming to here, HClO2. HClO2. So here HClO2, the shape is here HOCl double bond O. This one we call it as chlorous acid. Here D pi to P pi bond will be 1, lone pair will be 2, shape will be angular for this. Okay, next we are having HClO3. The shape will be here HOCl double bond O double bond O, means this is a chloric acid. So then generally this shape is like pyramid shape we have to say. It is having D pi to P pi bonds is 2, lone pair of electrons will be 1, shape will be pyramid. Okay, so and coming to next one, and also it can form HOBr2. It is having examples like HBrO3, also it will form HiO3, iodic acid, bromic acid also it will form. Next one, it can form HClO4, which is known as perchloric acid. Okay, so perchloric acid means the shape will be here Cl double bond O, double bond O, double bond O here OH. So here the D pi P pi bonds will be 3. There is no lone pair of electrons. Lone pair will be 0. Shape will be tetrahedral. Okay. So coming to here, when you have been taking this one, so when you observe, so the hybridization for these all will be sp3 hybrid, the above oxy acids, whatever you are taking HOCl, HClO2, HClO3, so these all, and coming to here, bromine also will form the HBrO4, HiO4, means periodic acid per bromic acid, these all will form the what here, sp3 hybridization. Here the acidic nature and thermal stability, it increases with according to the oxidation state. So the order of the acidic and thermal stability of oxy acids increases with increasing oxidation state. So how will be the order? HClO, HClO2, HClO3, HClO4. And also coming to bond length. Bond length order will be ClO4 minus, ClO3 minus, ClO2 minus, ClO minus. Coming to bond energy, this is the bond length, and coming to bond energy, we are having ClO minus, ClO2 minus, ClO3 minus, ClO4 minus bond energy. Okay, in HOCl the bond angle will be 90 degrees. Why? Because the OH bond is formed due to sp overlapping, and ClO bond is due to sp3 overlapping. So the bond angles in, so if you have observed here, the bond angle will be here 90 degrees. Why? Because it is forming sp hybridization. Coming to this one, it is forming sp3 to p. Coming to remaining, this one will be having the bond angle 11 degrees, triple one. Coming to here, the bond angle 106 degrees. As we know, tetrahedral is 109 degrees 28 minutes. So this is about oxy acids of halogens. So fluorine will form only one oxy acid, that is H4F, and coming to chlorine, it will form different types of oxy acids with increasing their oxidation state. So first one is HOCl, that one we call it as hypochlorous acid. It will form HOBr and also HOI, which is having bond angle 90 degrees, and it is having D pi to P pi bonds is 0. Lone pair will be 3, it is having, and shape will be linear, it is going to have. And coming to HClO2, it is having the bond angle is 111 degrees. So this indicates what here? Bond angle. This is also bond angle. The shape will be angular shape. It is a chlorous acid, we can say. It's here the D pi to P pi bonds is 1, lone pair will be 2. And the examples we can take here, only one example, that is chlorous acid. Coming to ClO3, it is having BrO3, HiO3. It can form with bromine and also iodide. So it is having the shape, pyramidal shape. And coming to HClO4, it is having tetrahedral shape. So the bond angle, this one for this. Here the bond angle is this one. And the next topic we can discuss tomorrow. Thank you.